Alright, get those shrimps on the barbie. Hello, or should I say good day, and welcome to my annual Christmas message from Shep Towers here in Melbourne. It's a stark contrast from last year's Christmas message filmed in snowy Edinburgh in temperatures of -15. I think it's been about 28 degrees today. Behind me you can see the central business district, a hive of activity in a country that has been largely unaffected by the global financial crisis. The rest of the world has not been so lucky, and we must all do our best to contribute to the recovery through responsible borrowing and saving. We must also spend our way out of this recession, and I for one am doing my part by ordering 100 bottles of Bowler's rum and a shipping container full of Superdry. I advise you all to do the same. This year I have visited 7 countries, including Vietnam and Cambodia, where I have been pressing the governments to adopt the Shep Shuffle as their national dance. A work still in progress that will be shown in the upcoming documentary, The Shep Shuffle, A Step Too Far? While visiting Cambodia, I learned from people who had experienced firsthand how vicious a dictator's regime can be, one of whom spent 4 years hiding in the jungle while the rest of his family had been murdered. Here's some of my insights while on that trip. This year has been one of political change around the world, as the people of North Africa in particular have demonstrated in their uprisings against the dictators who ruled over them for decades. However, there are still many countries where similar regimes are in place, and I hope to see the people of these countries take inspiration from the actions of our friends in Libya and Egypt, and people around the world to resist and take action against such oppression and create a freer, fairer world. So some of the most memorable events of 2011 have been, of course, the royal wedding. There was some attention on William and Kate, but I think everybody was just really waiting for Harry and Pippa to get it on at the reception. We also had the disaster that was X Factor UK, what with the removal of Danny Minogue and Cheryl Cole from the judging panel. It was all said to be a disaster from the start. However, a little bird does tell me that we'll be hearing a little bit more from those 2 sexy ladies next year, so keep your eyes peeled. We also had the PwC Melbourne dance-off, and for the second consecutive year you will have found that yours truly was in the final. Cheated a victory once again, but I did have a sore leg the week before, so you know. Obviously the Geelong Cats football team won the AFL Grand Final this year in Melbourne. I'm pleased to say that I was a supporter from the start of the tournament, not from the end. And also we have perhaps the most memorable event of 2011, the introduction of the Facebook timeline. I'm sure we can all be spending some of our Christmas holidays online, updating our timelines. As night falls on Shep Towers 2, it's just another quiet evening. I think most of our evenings here are quite quiet, as you'll see from the photo.
Ready? I've got them in the house again.
One of my new favourite pastimes since moving to Melbourne has become horse racing. Here's a little excerpt from my recent time at the Caulfield Cup. Welcome to Caulfield Racecourse, site of Spring Carnival. Watch all the fashionistas posing, drinking, dancing and misbehaving. And more than everything, betting on black caviar winning, 14th time on the trot. This year has been one of transition for me, moving my headquarters to Melbourne, setting up a new life, re-establishing my VIP status, finding new bars to go to, discovering where the cool kids hang out, and most importantly, building up new circles of friends. I want to extend my thanks to all of my friends here in Australia. You have been truly amazing throughout the last 9 months, and without you, this experience would be a pale comparison to what it is. There are too many of you awesome people to mention individually, however special mentions must go to Flora Whittington, my Taco Tuesday stalwart and wag drinking buddy, and also Simon Menz, who's taught me all I know about Aussie rules football and is about to jet set off to Edinburgh and the snow for the next few months. This, however, does not mean I've forgotten any of the wonderful people in the UK and beyond who I'm lucky enough to call my friends. I was fortunate enough to see many of you during my visit to Edinburgh, London and Melbourne in November this year. It was amazing, if exhausting, and thanks to my spreadsheet I maximised every opportunity to catch up, party and even play tour guide. During my visit I caught up with Ruth and Laura Cameron from No Difference to teach them some Shep shuffling for their future performances. Take a look. Right, you need to get all three of us in, okay?
Yep, I've
None
got
of your
three.
fanny in, your bad camera angles.
Right, we're going to left first.
Okay.
Alright,
Right.
we'll shout 1, 2, 3 and on 3.
Can you do the 1, 2, 3 so that we're not going 3?
How are we going on 3?
Okay.
Or 1, 2, 3.
I'll count you down. I'll count you down from 3.
We'll start in the middle. And then
3, 2, 1, go.
I was in time with the other side.
Oh, we do it once more.
Okay.
You just going, you just keep going, you don't stop.
You stop on the left, so
So how many is that? Right.
Enough.
That 8.
I think it was 8.
I think I've got too much jacking. Do you guys want to move over a bit?
It's 8, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Or is it 9? I think it's 9.
I did hear all that.
You're
Right, just watch.
Welcome
Like,
to join.
just stand aside and watch a minute, because
I'll
we're
be
about to
good at
film.
watching.
Let's
Okay.
have
Ready?
let's
We
have
start
some
with left,
feedback.
please.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, you can probably cut the sound out. Let's go. You happy?
Perfect. Yeah, we need to cut the sound out because
Can we see what it looks like?
Technology is key to staying in touch in this modern world in which we live. And many of you already know that I am fond of a Facebook update or a check-in. Well, maybe about 4 in one day. But you can also add me on Skype, andrew.shepherd86, or download the fantastic free Viber iPhone application for free voice calls and texts. Well, it's time for me to go and start barbecuing my Christmas lunch. I've given the servants the day off. And then I'm heading down to the beach to top up my tan. So I'd like to end by wishing you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Except for Ruth Cameron. Happy birthday, Ruth.